When criminals get arrested by the cops, most choose to beg their way out of it. But what happens when they choose to fight the cops instead?
Put your hands behind your back.
She's biting. She's biting.
Put your hands behind your back.
No! Stop resisting!
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting!
Here are 6 times where suspects decided to fight back and instantly regretted it. Of all the reasons to get arrested, this man wouldn't have ever thought he'd be in handcuffs over a Red Bull, and that would be because he wasn't.
What are you doing?
Let's go.
Ain't no let's go. I'm grown. Don't touch me, man.
Go.
I'm grown. Ain't no let's go, bro. You better call your
Let's go.
lieutenant or something. Ain't no let's go. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro?
Let's go. Step it up.
Bro, you got
Come on.
right. Got it. Hey,
We're going back
hey,
outside.
No, we're going where?
We're going back
what
outside
are you doing
right
to me?
now.
What did you do to me? What did
913
you
County,
do?
have my
Could you
back up,
please
step
bring
it
out
up.
your camera, ma'am? I'm going my
Let's
job,
go.
right? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. My car. What is your reason for harassing me, man?
Police had been tailing 34-year-old Harrison on March the 8th of 2022 after noticing he had a broken taillight.
Hey, keep back in your car, man. Hey. Keep back in your car. No, keep back in your car right now.
The man refused to yield and instead parked in a handicapped spot at a Walgreens nearby and casually walked right in. Things started heating up almost immediately. The police officer told 34-year-old Harrison that all they wanted to do was talk about his broken taillight. However, Harrison must have been too focused on getting his Red Bull and immediately accused the officers of harassing him.
No traffic stop. My car was stopped and parked. Car off. I'm going to
Stop.
bro. Ain't no stop.
Come back here.
I'm a grown man.
Come back here.
Like, there ain't no come back.
Come back. You're getting
Bro,
resisting.
I'm going
You're
to work.
resisting right now.
I'm not resisting nothing.
Yeah, it didn't end well for Harrison. After refusing to step outside and instead getting aggressive with the officer, he was pinned to the ground by several police officers. But things only got crazier from there.
Please record it, man. Record it.
Go on, girl. I'm your hand. You guys left hand?
Yep.
I got it.
You got it?
Please record it. Get my keys, please.
No, three they can slow it down.
Harrison would be promptly placed into the back of the police car, and the arresting officers asked him if he needed emergency medical services.
Well, you don't have plates in your car there, man.
Well, y'all see the bumper off, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, y'all funny. My place, everything good on my car.
Yeah, but you can't drive without one.
All right, okay. Say whatever y'all want to say. I know I ain't supposed to be getting arrested for this.
So no injuries right now, but you might have some later?
I don't know, bro.
Okay. Well, you let me know.
He also claims he went to law school and claimed that the arresting officer couldn't have seen his broken taillight because he wasn't directly behind his vehicle.
What's the reason I'm being detained? Because it was never a traffic stop. Why am I being detained again? 'Cause I know I'm not under arrest.
Well, you're under arrest.
Despite claiming he wasn't injured the first time, Harrison begins complaining that his shoulders hurt and asks for the EMS.
It's obstructing.
That ain't obstructing, bro. It ain't gonna stick, bro. It's a lawsuit.
Okay.
My shoulder is up.
Okay, do you want us to check your cuffs? Because with the way you're yelling right now,
Bro,
I'm not gonna
I
check
don't
your
care about that right now. Damage is done, bro. My shoulder and hip is up, bro.
Okay.
He eventually cooled down and told the officers that he didn't need EMS anymore. However, the second the police officer told EMTs they weren't needed anymore, Harrison claimed that he needed them again, this time to take him out of his cuffs. However, unfortunately for him, the EMTs have more than a singular brain cell and declined to do so. But little did the officers know that Harrison still had one last trick up his sleeve.
Call him.
Hey, for
I
what?
need the ambulance.
For what? What do you need?
I need to see the ambulance.
For what?
Cuz, I need to see them.
For what?
I need to see them.
For what? We need to tell them what you want them for. That's part of the...
Come back and get me.
Okay, you're going to go... Hey, Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris.
Well, you want them to come back and get you isn't a medical complaint. What is your medical complaint?
My shoulders feel excruciating pain.
Didn't you just have them sign off? Didn't you just sign off on it?
Yeah, you just signed...
Like that then until I got in here?
Okay, well, hey, Harris.
Look how y'all got
Harris,
me, bro.
Harris.
I need to see EMS, bro.
Still going to jail either
That's
way.
fine.
Okay,
Let's go.
then let's go to the hospital. I'm going to just take him right there.
Yeah, I'm going.
Police drove him to the hospital and he continued to be uncooperative. Out of absolutely nowhere, Harrison falls to the floor, kicking and screaming that he's in pain and that the officers are trying to hurt him.
We've got him on the ground in Sally. Don't. Don't. How can we get your help when you're gonna act like that?
Ben, we're trying to get you in there.
They're trying to kill me! We've got him stabilized. Code 3, leave me another one.
Stop moving.
Obviously, the staff at the hospital come running over, but soon realize that he's completely fine and was just trying to get out of being arrested.
What's going on? No, but he's like playing the polo game and whatever, and don't touch me. Well, he like jacking a box out of a squad in front of Dworkin's face, and it's like, whoa, we're playing these games, settle down, and then he got all mad at Dworkin and then pulled away as we're going in here, so we took him to the ground again.
In the end, Harrison was charged with 2 charges of resisting arrest and obstructing justice, and 3 traffic citations, including non-registration of a vehicle, possession of THC, and parking in a handicapped spot. Harrison pulled out just about every card he could, but Aurora and Julius weren't as creative and attempted to outrun the officers. Obviously, it didn't end well.
You get back! Get back!
Police were alerted of a driver who was behaving erratically on the road. Aurora and Julius were driving back home after one too many drinks on June the 16th of 2022. Officers signaled at Aurora to stop. However, she thought the sirens meant to go full reverse and crash into the cop car, judging by what she did next.
The car just backed up into my squad and 2 other cars. Adam Nora Young, 6808. Adam Nora Young, 6808. Gilman, Gorham, and Pickney.
Aurora claimed that she had panicked after seeing the emergency lights go off and meant no harm. According to her, the fact that she didn't mean to drive erratically or ram her vehicle into parked cars exempted her vehicle from being towed because it would end up being too much work for her.
No, I'm being serious. I'm allowed to ask a cop a question about what we're doing. So am I driving this car away?
As of right now, you're not. I'm still talking to you.
So you can talk to me. What you're saying is that you want me to get out of the car and not drive my car away. What I would like to do is to be able to drive my car away so I can get to work in the morning, because if you take my car, I will not be able to get...
She's getting pretty verbal, just so you know.
Okay.
Realizing that the officers weren't going to budge, Aurora and Julius agreed to exit the vehicle and talk to the officers. At least, that's what they thought. When the two attempted to make a run for it, they were immediately pinned down and placed in handcuffs. Julius actually tried putting up a fight, which was the wrong move, and he was tased as a result.
Let me go! What are you
Behind your back!
Aurora was so combative and uncooperative that physical restraints had to be placed over her head and limbs on top of the handcuffs. Unfortunately for the officers, things did not get any easier when they were being booked.
That's such a f***ing crime! Do not hit! Do not hit! I'm not kicking! You just hit! I'm kicking! That's not what happened! You're the leader doing this! Alright, let me... Elita's not doing this, you're f***ing... Elita Setham is doing this! I don't need a set of restraint, I'm a 130-pound girl!
Police found several grams of marijuana in their vehicle, and it would be clear from Aurora's actions that she'd been driving under the influence.
without telling me why I'm being arrested or reading me my rights or anything. I can sit in your car for over an hour without being told why or read my rights. The reason I was arrested was not explained to me until I've been sitting in the back of the car for an hour. Nobody read my rights. You started to read my rights. You shook your head at her, which means you clearly don't know what's going on.
Did you give us an opportunity?
Yes, I did. I was sitting in the back of your car quiet for an hour.
Aurora was charged with felony battery and threats to a police officer, along with a misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest and obstructing justice. 4 months later, she was found guilty of the misdemeanor. Julius was also found guilty of a misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest and obstructing justice. From running from the police to making up medical emergencies, this next case involves a Walmart shopper who changed her story more than a few times.
Hey, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
I came in with this stuff, and you can ask the people at the front.
Right now, you almost backed into my car. So just pull it in, park it, and get out of the car.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
On April the 16th of 2022, police would show up to arrest a suspected shoplifter. Right off the bat, she told officers she could not be arrested because her child had just gotten out of surgery. But after that got her nowhere, she showed that she wasn't going down easy. Police officers responded to a local Walmart after getting a 911 call about a suspected shoplifter. When they arrived on the scene, the woman had already gotten into her vehicle after seeing the police and was attempting to flee. But according to her, she'd just come back for her wallet and was about to pay for the stolen items.
Right now, we're making time, because he just said you shoplifted.
I didn't shoplift, but I came right here. I put the stuff right here at the door. It wasn't even past pointing a sale.
We will figure it out. I haven't got his story yet. I have to hear your story. I have to hear his. Right now, he's saying you committed a crime.
Can you take my number?
No.
Please?
No. Park your car, get out of your car.
At this point, the officers have more than enough to charge her with shoplifting. But she decides to add another charge as she begins resisting arrest.
Face the vehicle. Face the vehicle. Face the vehicle. Don't resist!
I'm not resisting, but come on now. This is ridiculous.
302, we're fighting one.
Handcuffed and all, the woman began crying and telling officers that they needed to call her 4-year-old son. Maybe she should be asking for a lawyer instead.
Can I please call my son?
No. Hey, take that out of your hands.
My son is 4 years old,
That's
please.
too bad.
You can call him from the jail.
Yeah, that's too bad. You can call him from the jail. They give free calls there.
We're gonna stand you up. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe if you didn't fight them, they probably would have given you that call. But,
Oh, we tried.
I wasn't trying. Please just call this number for me.
Not right
It's
now.
my son.
End of discussion, not right now.
Please, sir.
Follow me. Let's go. No, we'll get your shoes later. We'll get your shoes later.
Can I? It's hot. It's hot.
We're past that.
At this point, police make 2 discoveries. The woman's actually on probation for grand theft, for, you guessed it, shoplifting, and she works as an informant for the police department. She didn't give any proof of this, she just wanted officers to take her word for it.
Even if it was before point of sale, what are we going to call that? Almost shoplifting? Well, what would you call that?
After discovering over $1,400 worth of stolen goods in her car, the woman would be charged with another count of grand theft and sentenced to 24 months of probation. But if you thought this woman was bad, then you haven't met Ashley, who sunk her teeth into an officer's hand when they were arresting her.
Put your hand behind your back! Put your hand behind your back!
Are you kidding me? Yes, I swear to God!
Stop resisting!
I hate you, bitches!
Stop resisting!
I hate you!
Initially, the police had no issues with Ashley, but as they were arresting her boyfriend, she was willing to do everything that she could to keep him out of jail.
Stay in the car!
Do something!
Stay in the car! Stay in the car!
Really?
Stay in the car!
On April the 13th of 2022, officers were trailing McCoy Jones, who had a warrant out for his arrest. But as officers cuffed him, they had no idea things were about to get interesting.
Mr. Jones, please step out the car. You're under arrest. Step out the car.
No, he's not. Stop playing.
Step out the car.
Why?
Stay in the car.
Okay, stop. Relax. Stay in the car.
Officers were only looking to arrest the man who had a warrant out for his arrest, but had no choice but to arrest his girlfriend, Ashley Hawley, when she became aggressive and sprinted toward the officer.
Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Stay in the car!
Really?
Stay in the car!
Not only was Ashley extremely combative, but police also found a needle in her jacket and a bag of narcotics inside the car.
Hey guys, watch out, needle cam.
Is there a needle on you? No.
She has track marks too.
As a result of the altercation, Ashley hit her head on the pavement and sustained a laceration. She didn't go down without a fight and managed to bite one of the arresting officers.
Put your hands behind your back.
She's biting.
Put your hands behind your back. No!
Stop resisting!
Stop resisting!
Stop resisting!
I'm sorry.
Stop
Put your hands
resisting!
behind your back.
Sorry.
She bit me.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm peeing. Oh my God. Please. Please, you're hurting me.
McCoy would be arrested for violating a restraining order and claimed that Ashley did nothing wrong because all she was doing was trying to protect him. Still, though, she would be found guilty on felony counts of battery and threat to an officer and a misdemeanor for resisting arrest and possession of drug paraphernalia. So, resisting arrest, biting a cop, doing drugs, could it get any worse? Well, apparently it can. Meet David Bouch, who escaped jail twice in one day and became so violent that 8 officers were needed to subdue him.
Let's get him up. Help me!
61, let's see one in the other car.
Stop! Help me!
Get off! Get off!
All right, let's just... Help me! State Patrol! Fulton, help me!
We're going my leg, David!
Fulton, help me!
Let go of the leg!
Fulton, help me! Help me, Fulton!
On March the 20th of 2022, David had been released from jail for bail jumping. However, after being released, he found himself back in the slammer a few hours later when police found him screaming into the abyss in the middle of the road.
I gotta talk to you about. Get your hands out of your pockets for me.
Hold on. I need help. So, we need to do this in public. And I'll meet you at Quick Trip.
No, David, stop. You're not free to leave.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're not free to leave. Stay right there. Do not.
Oh, help! Help!
David.
I need help! Somebody get Global Security over here now! Global Security right now! Global Security! Help!
David told the officers not to come towards him because he had a restraining order against the police department. After attempting to flee the police several times, he eventually had to be lifted up and placed into the back of a cop car. All the while, he kept kicking and screaming like a toddler.
Stop, please! Put your hands behind your back, right now. Hands behind your back. Hold on. Hands behind your back. Get your hands back.
Help me!
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back, David. Hands behind your back.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Stop resisting, David.
I'm not resisting.
Police officers were originally there to perform a wellness check on David after several people reported he'd been screaming at nothing and no one in the middle of the road.
Why is it only security? Why is it only... Walk this way.
Stop.
David,
Stop,
relax.
Why?
Relax.
Why?
You're under arrest. Relax.
No!
Stop.
King Holly, he's not blowing me up! Help me! Help me!
Stop
Help
kicking.
me! Lord, help!
However, being arrested for resisting and assaulting officers who were only trying to check up on him shows that he's anything but in the right state of mind. It would eventually take a team of 8 officers to lift David into the back of a police van and transport him back to the station.
Yeah. Help me! Hurry up. Ouch. Help me! Hurry! David, you need to relax. You are under arrest. You are resisting. Relax. You are under arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Relax.
I did not do anything.
You keep kicking everything and everyone.
What'd you arrest me for?
Disorderly conduct and resisting.
No.
Yes.
No.
By now, it was evident that David had been suffering from delirium as a result of being under the influence of a stimulant. However, David eventually managed to calm down for about 5 seconds. David eventually managed to calm down but began screaming for help again when the officers told him that he was going back to prison.
Don't be wrapping your legs around him.
Help me, guys! Get ASAP! Help me right now! Help me right now! Right now!
David, it's going so
right now!
If you just relax.
I'm innocent.
Just get in the car, David.
No, I'm not getting in the car.
Why?
Cause I need other than La Crosse City Police assisting me now.
We are in city.
Do not contact La Crosse City. Give me somebody else.
At the station, a team of additional officers were there to take him to a holding cell. After complaining he needed to be taken to the hospital, he then attempted to make a run for it again and ended up kneeing an officer in the groin. In the end, he was arrested, among other things, for 4 counts of battery on a police officer. If you enjoy true crime content like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.